Good morning. Good morning. Wow, the power of sleep. Um, I got home at 8 or 9 last night and uh, was working on this until 5 a.m. I told myself to shelf it, and even though it feels like I'm running out of time, uh, I I won't accept that. Uh, I do have a deadline. In a little over 24 hours, I'll say I have 2 assignments to complete by tomorrow, and I'm hoping to bang this one out in one go. Uh, Last night, I was writing draft after draft after draft, tossing all these different ways of saying what I'm trying to say out the window. I wasn't satisfied with what I was saying, and because this message is really important, um, I was really trying to find the right way to say it. A way that would be positively impactful for my audience. And then it got to a point where I realized I need to stop caring so much about how this is going to be received. Even though it's important to me, that aspect that I kept returning to was holding me back or keeping me from sharing the message. For it was constricting the message in a way. It wasn't allowing it to flow through. And so I decided to start over, and I actually even physically went into the shower, even though I had already taken a shower for the evening, and washed off the way that I was going about it before, and thought to myself, maybe going back to a method that works for me. And it doesn't mean that I'm always going to do it this way. It doesn't always mean I'm always going to start the video, click record, and just talk into the camera. And maybe it does mean that in a different way, in an elevated way, because I hope to get better in this life. I hope to get better and better. And even getting to this point of being able to speak on this platform with Hawaii International Film Festival is a big accomplishment. And I don't need to beat myself up about not developing the skill set yet. The skill set to curate a well put together piece of art. Right now, I know how to share this way, and I'll get better at sharing in that ideal way that I see in my mind's eye. But it's little by little, step by step, and it's meeting deadline after deadline. So let me meet this one with what I've got. Please receive my humble offering. Thank you so much. Thanks for listening and watching. I have been gifted this experience of a lifetime being part of the Hoki cohort for Hawaii International Film Festival's 44th circuit. And I had a deep awareness, maybe being in those dark theaters time and time again over the course of 2 weeks. But this deep awareness that it is sharing our stories that is a solution for this world being a better place. Being represented or having your people, our people, whatever that means to you, reflected or reflected on the big screen um, in an accurate, uh, transparent, in an accurate way is healing, I dare say nourishing. And this nourishment or quenching is so important in these times that we find ourselves in. I'm not sure if it's quite manifest destiny, but there has been a period of one of people in power's story to pervade and be categorized as more important than other people's stories. And unfortunately, I think that's what led to this period of extraction and corporate greed and a lack of care for that which we are pulling from. Our rainforests are depleted by 80%, something like that. We have so many extinct animals and creatures, and the numbers will increase unless we share our stories. Even humans are going extinct. Humans to certain cultures and beautiful cultures that we don't want to lose. I was gonna save this for last, but I'm feeling saying it right up front here and saying SISAM, 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 feature film that was presented at our film festival was really powerful. It was highlighting the indigenous peoples of Japan and sharing the takeover from mainland Japan and kind of that conversation. And the Ainu people were represented on the big screen. And it was powerful. I know I saw there was a panel after, and it's moving for people to feel seen and heard. And the hope of remaining was burning bright. And sharing our stories, sharing SISAM, sharing our indigenous stories, have the opportunity of toking our internal fires and helping our humanness burn bright, that which makes us human, our creativity, our compassion, our empathy, and these things can get lost in that culture of like picking yourself up by your bootstraps and making it all happen and being the showrunner and making it all happen on your own and getting all the glory as one human being or one group of people. But I don't want to subsist on a monocrop. I don't want to just eat corn and soybeans. I'm human, not a robot. And my favorite event of this HIF season, beyond attending HIF in general, I mean, oh my goodness, okay, was the Firelight Media event or panel event that was showcasing some of the filmmakers and their homegrown, apart from film short series. It was really powerful being in the audience and hearing the process for the filmmakers and hearing that Firelight Media is an incubator of filmmakers and where people are selected to make a film, and they're supported and mentored for about 18 months, I believe, and um, they're funded and able to curate and share their unique story. I love that. There's so many of us with our colorful, complex stories. Where sweet potatoes and heirloom corn um, and long beans. Have you ever seen? I think they're called purple dragon tongue beans. They're beautiful and amazing, um, and amazing texture and sweet taste. And um, there's so many more interesting flavors and varieties beyond that found in our grocery stores, beyond the cookie cutter, beyond the whitewash. There's a deep blue sea. Okay, back to, I'm quite poetic, or I can be, so that's, if you followed me there, thank you. And if not, that's okay too. Going back to the topic at hand, it was really powerful to see Firelight Media and understand more about what they offer and what they are doing. And it gives me so much hope for a more colorful world. And, prior to that event, attending HIF, I took on the role of being a movie critic and seeing that even amplifying our voices, seeing stories that are out there and amplifying these stories would be beneficial, and I could be less concerned about sharing my story. But being part of that event made me see that there is a place for even my story, and there's a place for all of our stories, and I'm very excited about that. It was followed by a reception that was put on with a collaboration with a Reciprocity project, PIC, which is a Pacific Islanders in Communication, and Reciprocity project. And that was really nourishing too. Reciprocity project shorts was something I ran towards. I remember being at a few Hokie workshops and having to get to the Reciprocity project screenings. There was something burning in me there, which is probably why I was attracted to CSOM as well. But I got to speak to some of the filmmakers for some of the short films that I saw, and I just love this access and these connections that were able to be made, and it's because of the environment that was set. And so I thank you for organizations like this. There was a lot of, when I first left for college, when I left Hawaii and moved to Los Angeles, I was really just thrown into the big world out there. Growing up in Hawaii, I don't know, I was very removed from all the problems. And I remember watching The Story of Stuff. You could watch it on YouTube for free, and that changed my mind and my life. And I'm excited to be a part of this, rather than being sustainable, more of a regenerative experience. I don't want to just survive and maintain the environment, because it's really degraded and there's a lot of challenges ahead of us. I'd rather be a part of this movement that is regenerative, that wants to leave this place even better than we found it. And that event at the Entrepreneur Sandbox, at the Hub, the co-working space in Kakako, was I was steeped for a few hours in the possibilities, and I'm looking forward to where we all go from here with exposure to events like that, to conversations like this, to supporting each other, sharing our stories, representing ourselves in this colorful myriad. And I look forward to seeing where we go next. And thank you for listening to my favorite part of this experience. And yeah, I'll leave this at that. Now on to the next assignment. Thanks again for watching.